weight, etc., etc. Well, technological advancement in physical education with the use of digital tools, wearable sensor, data analytics, biomechanical equipment to measure, enhance, and understand human performance through training and through physical activation of the sportsmen and general participants. Now, I would like to say that physical education or physical education, as it was previously thought to be for only sports persons, now physical education is for all. It is for all age groups. Previously, people used to say that I was a sportsman, but long back I had stopped sports activities and I had done a lot. There is no need for me to proceed with this physical activity or sports activity anymore. But I would like to emphasize upon the fact that physical activities are to be continued throughout the life for enhancing the quality of life, for enhancing the functional efficiency of body, for retaining, for de-enhancing or for decreasing the aging process. Aging process starts at 30, 35, and it is initiated due to sedentary lifestyle. If we are active, then this aging process is reduced. Aging process, the speed of aging is reduced. I want to, well, well, these are more objective points. Past relied on coaching eyes, manual thinking, time and statistics. Now we are using GPS trackers, heart rate monitors, accelerometers, and force plate to collect precise, quantifiable data on movements, workload, and physiological responses. GPS trackers let us know the position of athlete in the field and off the field. Heart rate monitors, smart watches are there which tells your pulse count, your blood pressure, and even they are telling your O2 levels, CO2 level, and accelerometers tell when you accelerated in a football match and when you de-accelerated. Yeah. And force plate tell the position of various joints and the culmination of force in your body as a result of when you are doing certain activities. So the data attained through them is very precise. It is very, I would like to call it, it is very correct, authentic in relation to determining the workload of athlete. Generalized training to personalized interventions. Past one training size for all was for all. Yeah. Because even though coaches do take measures to personalize the training program, but due to manual observation, it was not that much precise. But now the coaches, through technological gadgets, are able to identify the load bearing capacity of individuals based on their genetic makeup. The one very commonly used are endo, meso, ecto, and structural and functional status, their nutritional status, the time they had gone for training. All these measures are kept in mind and they are very much objectively measured, and then a specific personalized training program is created for the athlete. Well, this is very important development that had reached, that had I think it is 15 or 20 years had gone through when this development had taken place. That previously physical performance was confined to artificial laboratory settings. Telemetry, and in 92 we studied Matthew and Fox telemetry was, and this oxygen measurement through Douglas test, they were all done in laboratory settings. ठीक है? Now portable metabolic cups, mobile EMG, and wearable sensors allows researchers to collect high fidelity, highly reliable data in a real world environment. The athletes are put on with watches or put on with GPS trackers and put on with variable sensors that tell their internal data in relation to their heart rate, in relation to the energy being consumed by them, and in relation to other certain physiological parameters, and in relation to the electrical activity of their muscles. Previously, what was confined to laboratory, the equipment, gadgets. Now, the equipments and gadgets are available in real fields, in real environment, in real playing situations, where the data of athletes' metabolism rate, heart rate, blood pressure, and oxygen level, and other level physiological parameters could be assessed on the field. Well, this is again a very important development, a technological innovation that had revolutionized the skill development of athletes, the skill correction of athlete. In past, simple 2D video analysis from one angle was done, but now sophisticated 3D motion capture systems create a digital model of human movements, allowing for precise analysis of joint forces and movement efficiency. This leads to enhanced skill learning in shorter period of time. Okay. You see, every skill, what is a skill? A skill is minimum input of force with maximum output. Other important aspect of a skill is that no skill should put onward pressure on any joint of the body. At times, due to faulty skills, body joints are affected, and degeneration of body joints do proceed with faulty techniques. But through this sophisticated 3D motion 3D motion capture systems, one is able to compare his skill with actual model of his skills. ठीक है? Now there are gadgets, there are apps which can show the skill of a advanced athlete, a world class athlete, and it can also compare, and it can also let one compare his skill with that advanced skill and with actual model of his skill. Actually, at times it is seen that advanced athletes also had faulty skills. There are some deviation from actual model of skills, but athlete, a budding athlete, a nurtured in a initial stage athlete who is in line of developing his skill can compare his skill with advanced skill and with actual model skill, and he can see the gap between his skill and actual model and that of advanced athlete. And this is possible through sophisticated 3D motion capture systems, which creates a virtual environment of a skill. In past, one was able to analyze his performance through videotapes. Okay. But now live data streams and instant feedback from smartwatches or on-screen metrics allow for immediate technique correction and tactical adjustment. This had revolutionized the skill efficiency, the skill level of athletes who in past were depending upon videotape. Now they get instant feedback of their skill level, their skill performance, and can instantly compare it with actual skill model. So this is a great development that is very much enhancing the performance of athletes, and very much it is helping coaches and trainers for getting outstanding performance from athletes without wastage of any time, without wastage of any energy. Advanced physiological tools, near infrared spectroscopy monitors muscle oxygen and blood flow in real time during exercise, helps determine athletes' training threshold and track localized muscle fatigues. Well, what was available in laboratory is now available in the field. So one can get the actual oxygen being consumed by his muscle during the activity, the blood flow to various part of the body during exercise, and it also determines the anaerobic threshold and other thresholds, and also is able to track the localized muscle fatigue, various factors which play a role in enhancing fatigue. That accumulation of lactic acid is one of them. So through these near infrared spectroscopy, various physiological factors which are responsible for athletes performance are analyzed on the ground. Lactate pro analyzer measures blood lactate concentration from a small finger prick blood sample. This is very effective in interval training. This lactate concentration from a small finger prick blood sample is a very effective tool in going with effective imparting of interval training. A key tool for assessing aerobic and anaerobic fitness and for establishing individualized training zones. Through this lactate analyzer individualized training program, every athlete is different from the other in relation to determining the intensity at which they are working. Everyone is having different maximum intensities, and the subsequent intensities could be altered, adjusted by knowing the blood lactate concentration. At that too, from a small finger prick blood sample. This is very astonishing development that had taken place in the field of activity science. Indirect calorimetry system, portable metabolic cart measures oxygen consumption, max VO2, and carbon dioxide production to calculate metabolic rate. This is again a very uh, and this is good development, a excellent development in which oxygen consumption of athlete is determined and subsequent production of carbon dioxide and subsequent elimination of carbon dioxide is also determined through these gadgets. Utilized uses for VO2 max, energy expenditure, and fuel utilization, carbohydrate versus fat. Because you see, for metabolic metabolism of carbohydrate, lesser amount of oxygen is required. But if we are to metabolize fat, we had to require more amount of oxygen. But carbohydrate gives less oxygen, less energy. Fat gives more energy. But for an endurance athlete, energy requirement of fat is very essential for enhancing its performance, that they achieve through glycogen sparing effect. Their capillary network is enhanced, their myoglobin status is more. So availability of oxygen for metabolism is not a limiting factor for their performance. See? So through these recent indirect calorimetry systems, we can determine the VO2 max of athlete, energy expenditure, and subsequent utilization of intramuscular stores of glycogen as well as intramuscular stores of triglycerides. This is a very recent development that had revolutionized the outcomes of training. The imparting of training and subsequently outcomes of training are more by using these gadgets.
ಇವತ್ತು ಎರಡವ
Hello,
ಎರಡವ ಇವತ್ತು
hello.
ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅದ ನಮ್ದು
Am I audible to all? Is there...
ಸರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
ನಮ್ದು ಒಂದು ಎಪಿಕ್
You are audible,
ಕಾರ್ಡ್
sir.
ಹಾಕಿ
Sound आ रही है
ನಮಗೆ
आपकी.
ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ
आवाज आ रही है?
सर आवाज मिल रहा है, आवाज मिल रहा है,
सर अभी नहीं आ रही है, पहले तो आ रही थी.
आवाज मिल रहा है सर, क्लियर आवाज.
आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ आ रही है सर.
आ रही है सर, आ रही है, आ रही है.
जी सर, आ रही है आवाज आपकी प्रॉपर.
सर थोड़ा म्यूट कीजिए सर सभी.
थोड़ा सा बीच में बोलने लगते हैं ना, तो ऐसा लगता है कि मतलब I am getting new instructions from you all. ठीक है?
सर नहीं, जो होस्ट ने किया है वो लोग सबको म्यूट कर सकते हैं, तो कर दो सर, अभी अच्छे
हाँ,
होता है।
अगर होस्ट सबको
हमारे
म्यूट
साइड
कर
से
दे
कर
तो
रहे हैं सर,
बहुत
हमारे
अच्छा
साइड
है।
से कर रहे हैं।
ठीक है।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सो मच।
हम्म। Heart rate variability monitors. Yeah, all we know that heart had systole as well as diastole. One heart is contracting, that is called systolic state, and the other one is diastolic state. But you see, a variation is there. Okay, in normal course of time, in heart rate variability, sometimes systole is more, sometimes diastole is more, sometimes the pause between them is more. This is called heart rate variability, and this is normal. This heart rate variability differs from athlete to athlete, and it also differs from sportsman. It also differs in various sportsmen. Endurance heart rate variability will be of different level than of a sprinter or than of a weightlifter or other type of athletes. And the state of athlete, that is the status, matlab, initial level athlete, advanced athlete, mediocre athlete, in their cases also heart rate variability is of different nature. So knowing heart rate variability and exploiting it to enhance the performance of athlete can be done when we know heart rate variability and its subsequent outcomes, which is monitored through heart rate variability monitors. This is a new gadget, not put into frequently used, but it should be put into use. Okay. Sleep and recovery trappers. This is very important because a proper adjustment should be there in activity time and recovery time. Okay. Unless or until proper recovery is done, next practice session or next activity session won't be able to bring the desired results. Okay. So at times, lack of sleep, lack of, I should say, excess anxiety, excess excitement hampers athletes' sleep level, as a result of which proper recovery is not done. All of you know sleep is the best recovery. Sleep is the best tool for recovery. See? But sleep at times due to excitement or anxiety get hampered and athlete is not able to have proper sleep. So there are gadgets in the market which monitor sleep stages, resting heart rate time, and resting respiratory rate. Used provides a comprehensive overview of an athlete's recovery, quality, and readiness to perform. Next, performance plate, force plates, precisely measures ground reactions, force during movements like jumping, running, and cutting, assesses power, strength, symmetry, and neuromuscular fatigue. This symmetry is of utmost importance in preventing joint injuries. If one is exerting a force which is not in alignment with his body segments, then definitely that force is going to negatively affect his joint, and in due course of time, this promotes injury of joints. So this force plate, use of force plate and force platforms in initial stages of skill development for long jump, for high jump, and even for running, and for these hurdles. And I would like to say that in every sport, in every form of physical activity, the symmetry the alignment of body segments is of utmost importance in creating effective outcome and in preventing joint from subsequent injuries. Okay. This also prevent neuromuscular fatigue if there is faulty technique, faulty movement, faulty alignment that is putting undue and extra load on neuromuscular system. Along with it is putting extra load on one's joints, which may degenerate in due course of time, and maybe you know what that happen, leading to certain injuries, and in later stages even joint replacement. The most prominent effect is seen on knee joints. Well, isokinetic dynamometers provide a resistance that match you had seen. Now, the quality of gyms, the advancement of gyms previously, if we go back to 50 years back or 100 years back, see the Vyayam Shalas, the Akhadas, the Muktas, the Dand Baithaks, yeah, or Barfis, they were the only forms of exercise, and somewhat dumbbells were also prevalent. But now the quality gyms that are getting developed, which provide, in fact, activity to each and every muscle of the body. Uh, matlab, in fact, to all muscle groups, they provide activation, which is due to advancement in gym equipments. From different angles you can innovate, or you can excite, or you can contract your muscle, or you can give a workout to your muscle from different angles and to nearly all the muscles. If you go in the gyms, the type of exercise they are doing for lower back muscles, for upper back muscles, for inner thigh muscles, for outer thigh muscles, for calf muscles, for front knee muscles. So that is all possible due to advanced gym equipments which have taken into consideration the activation of each and every muscle of one's body, and that too at a isokinetic level. In normal dumbbell exercises, in normal dips, the range of force being placed on muscle is varying. But in isokinetic machines, the range of tension during the entire course of muscular contraction is similar. So, this isokinetic machines are of utmost importance in activating muscle to full level. For development of speed, strength, endurance in muscle, it is required that muscle during contraction should have similar tension during the entire range of its contraction. So that is possible through isokinetic diameters. Uh, then gold standards for objectively assessing muscle strength, power, and endurance. Environmental chambers. This is again a very recent development whereby one can get a quality altitude training at sea level. A room where temperature, humidity, and altitude hypoxia. Altitude training is very beneficial for endurance athlete, because at altitude there is lower concentration of oxygen or lower concentration of air. So the body develops certain peculiarities, certain changes get initiated in one's body while altitude training, whereby enhanced capillary network, enhanced myoglobin, and enhanced enzymatic capacity for breaking down the glucose take place due to participation in altitude training. So this altitude training, previously one had to go for mountains or for hilly regions, but now one can participate at sea level. Artificial environmental chambers are made whereby athlete can have same temperature, same humidity, and same altitude hypoxia. the lesser concentration of oxygen at sea level. ठीक है? And another chambers for heat acclimatizations are there, which are making athlete able to withstand enhanced heat in the temperature, in enhanced temperatures. So testing performance in extreme conditions and continued. So these are the new development technological innovations which had taken place, whereby special chambers for different environment, for different humidity and for different altitudes are created, so that are an definite aid in coaching and training of athletes. Genetic testing kits. Well, genes determine the type of fibers in one's body, the type of musculature one will have. So, genetic testing kits are there, which are determining the DNA of a person, which will tell that what sort of musculature in relation to FT and ST fibers will he have in due course of time, which will make him susceptible for speed athlete or a endurance athlete, which will make him a good speed or endurance athlete. That can be known through genetic testing kits. Yeah, it prevents, well, this is of very use whereby athletes are misplaced. One is susceptible to become a good sprinter, but by virtue of interest or by lack of coaching or faulty motivation or faulty selection, he moves into certain endurance race and vice versa. So these genetic testing kits guides athletes at early age to go for activities as per their genetic makeup. Then they are also very helpful in uh, helpful for coaches in structuring highly personalized training programs and nutritional program. Nutritional program for ectomorph is different, nutritional program for endomorph is different, nutritional program for mesomorph is different. And next is proteomic metabolomic profiling, advanced analysis of proteins and metabolites in blood, saliva, or urine, provides a deep molecular level snapshot of an athlete's physiological state, stress, and recovery process. So these are recent technological innovations which are giving a deep insight in athlete's body, what is going inside the athlete's body, which result in ultimately determining his performance at outer level. So these are certain tools, data collection tools, wearable sensors, GPS drives, record heart rate, motion, real-time performance data. Then SPSS, MATLAB, AI tools analyze performance and statistical data very efficiently. Video and motion analysis, 3D cameras, motion trackers, study movement patterns, and detect performance errors. As I had told you earlier, there are video and motion analysis cameras, and they are of utmost importance, and there should be, these video and motion analysis, it is quite unfortunate that they are not available uh, at initial level of uh, child's incorporation into athletic activity. It as initial level of child's incorporation into athletic activities at the school level, at sports stadium level, where young children are identified for a specific talent, then they are directed to various coaches for different sports activities. At that time, this video and motion analysis camera should be made available, because skill developed in earlier stages of teaching and learning is carried to entire lifespan of the athletes. As we see that athletes even those who are advanced athletes and who are performing well, they are having faulty athletes. So I think the lack of video and motion analysis cameras, 3D cameras, motion trackers, their non-availability is the reason for this. So they are not that much costly, and at initial level of skill learning, skill teaching, these video and motion analysis cameras should be made available to physical education teachers, like coaches. Online research platforms, Google Forms, SurveyMonkey collect participant data easily through digital forms. Laboratory techniques, VO2 max analyzers, electromyography, force plate, endurance. AI tools, predictive models are there which can predict the performance of a budding athlete based on his initial data, on his initial form, on his initial anthropometrical status, on his initial physical variables, on his initial internal state, internal structure as well as function. They predict his performance. Biogenetic testing, nutrition software study, athlete trait, personalized training and nutrition program, mobile and app based research, fitness apps, data training apps. Uh, all you might be aware of them. Smart watches are there which can tell you the heart rate, your pulse count at every moment. If you are wearing them, they can tell you your blood pressure, they can tell you your oxygen level. Okay? And they can tell you the number of steps you had taken in the entire day. As suggested by them, there are 10,000 steps are to be taken by each individual. So they are very frequent nowadays. They are very much available to each and every one of us. Not that much. That was in past. It was these sort of findings could only be assessed when we go to doctors, but now they are very much. You can know your oxygen level. ठीक है, by simply during corona time that oximeter was there. You know your oxygen level. You can know your heart rate. You can know your blood pressure, and this heart rate, oxygen level, they are of utmost importance in determining the training intensity of athletes during interval training or other sort of training, and they also determines the recovery status of athlete. Digital database, PubMed, ResearchGate, Google Scholar, Access store data of entire athlete. You can know how many runs or how many wickets were taken by Sachin. You can know the speed of balls, the speed with which they carry themselves. In past, athletes also can be they carry themselves on the field and off the field. So all this is available through digital database. Digital database of recent time, all athletes is available, and you can know that database and compare your data with those athletes. That may help you in knowing your status and in altering your training and coaching strategies for getting maximum outcome. So general instruments used in sports and physics video, uh, this is gaming systems, Wi-Fi, Fit Dance Revolution, make workouts fun and interactive. Well, these are certain instruments that are now used in various sports. Okay? During competitions, video assistant referees ensures fair decisions. Previously, the decision of referee was final, but now his decision is subjected to VAR, video assistant referee. So this is a great technological advancement which is helping in getting fair decisions, in ensuring fair decision. This GPS West track players' movement and speed on a football field. They can monitor the track. They can track the player's position during the entire course of game, when he was on left side, when he was on right side, when he was on forward position, when he was on backward position. ठीक है? And with what speed he had moved during the entire course of game. Sometime he was running like a sprinter, means 100-meter sprinter. Sometimes he was in slow. Goal line technology confirms whether the ball crossed the line or not. Again, these are sensors which tell specifically whether the ball had crossed the line or not. So they are ensuring fair decision and helping referees for letting the game to proceed in a fair play way. Smart balls measures force and spin, with what force the ball was moving and with what level of spin the ball was moving, and the trajectory the ball took due to that spin, all could be assessed due to these smart technological gadgets that had very recently been developed. Cricket, Hawkeye tracks ball trajectory for LBW decisions. Previously, it was the decision of the umpire. One was LBW out or not, but now his decision is subjected to Hawkeye, which tells the position of athletes, like the position of ball hitting, so that if fair play could be ensured. Snokimeter and ultra edge detect ball bat contact. Previously, at times there was confusion whether the ball had contacted the bat or not, and if a player was caught, if the ball was caught, so at times fair decision could not be ensured. But now snokometer and ultra edge tells specifically that ball was in contact of bat. Okay, after that the catch was caught, so again a fair decision is ensured. Hotspot use infrared to spot impacts on bat, where the ball strike. Speed guns measures bowling speed. Previously, uh, one's bowling speed was only measured through manual assessment, through manual observation, but now specifically to very greater accuracy, bowling speed could be measured. This is again a great technological advancement which is being used in cricket. Shot tracking system analyzed shooting accuracy in basketball. Wearable sensors monitor jumps, passes, and fatigues. Again, these sensors tell how many time one athlete jumped with what alignment of his body. Was that right or was that wrong? Passes and fatigues are also being monitored. This fatigue is monitored is of very importance in basketball, as basketball is a very fast game. There are 12 players and 5 players are playing at time. Okay? So a player's skill efficiency is affected by fatigue, and for a coach it is very imperative to know about the fatigue of the player. So if the player is getting fatigued and the coach can see it on the screen, he can recall the player, and instead of that substitute him with another fresh player. Instant replay tech. So again, referee is aided through instant replay tech for ensuring fair play, for ensuring the decisions of the athlete are right. Hawk tennis में भी Hawkeye determines in outline balls होते हैं. Many balls in tennis, whether they are in or out, at time confusion prevails. So referee also is human, and to err is human. Often human beings consider do commit mistakes. So this Hawkeye can assist referees in ensuring whether the ball was out or ball was in. Smart rackets record swing, speed, and spin. There were wooden rackets were there, then carbon rackets come in, steel racket, carbon racket, now graphite racket. Now we had further moved on to smart rackets, which can record the swing of ball with which the impact was made on the racket, the speed and the spin they can generate, all could be recorded. Code sensors, again, code sensors are there which can measure player movement and reaction during the entire course of the game. What was the movement of the player, in which direction, and what was the reaction to various actions of the opponents. That all could be recorded through code sensors, and it could help in enhancing the performance of athlete by bringing a alteration in his change in his training program. Photo finish cameras are there in athletics which determine race results. Timing chips track exact start finishing time. Well, biomechanical analysis refines again through 3D motion cameras. They refines running and jumping techniques, whereby again I am repeating, one athlete is able to compare his style with advanced athlete style and with the actual style that should be. So that way he is able to rectify the faulty technique that he had, that he is able to go through with the correct form of correct movement pattern of the technique. In hockey, video referral system, again, video referral system is of very use in reviewing umpire decisions. GPS trackers monitor player position, his speed, his position during the entire game. ठीक है? And also it monitors the workload being conferred from his breathing frequency, his oxygen level, and his pulse rate. Smart sticks are there. Previously, there were wooden sticks, then fiber sticks. Well, now there are more addition to those fiber sticks. They had become smart, analyze hits and passing patterns of athlete of hockey players. ठीक है? So they provide data to researcher, to coaches, whereby rectification can be made for enhancing the performance status of the hockey player. Badminton, Hawkeye system is used in badminton for accurate line calls. ठीक है? Whether the shuttle was out or in. Smart rackets, again, they track swing speed, impact, and power with which one is smashing the shuttle. ठीक है? High speed cameras analyze stroke and footwork. High speed cameras analyze their stroke, analyze their technique, analyze their footwork, and if there is anything which is not in line with the correct pattern, with the decided pattern, with the exact right pattern, then rectification could be made through incorporation of rectification measures. Wearable sensors monitor movement and performance of athlete, of badminton player in the entire court during the course of game. Table tennis, ball tracking cameras study spin and speed. Spin is of great importance in table tennis. Top spin, back spin, side spin, they could be now monitored through ball tracking cameras. And subsequently changes in table tennis players training and coaching and teaching schedule could be initiated for bringing more positive results. Smart tables record bounce and rally data. There are smart tables which record bounce and rally and can provide the data of rally. How many times ball was able to cross successfully in both players' side. AI coaching system provide real-time feedback on shots, video replay, helps with umpire decisions. This AI is a very effective tool, which is helping a lot in which is helping a lot the coaches for enhancing the performance of their athlete. But I think our athletes are not using these AI tools in initial stages for teaching skills, for further development in skills in initial stages of skill development in initial athletes. Video replay gives help to umpire for ensuring fair decisions. Swimming, underwater cameras, analyze stroke mechanics, pressure sensors, measure hand and leg force, electronic touchpads, record race finish times, smart Googles display lap times and heart rate. This was unheard of in 70s or 80s. Am I audible to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
thank you, thank you, thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Yes, sir. Audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, you are audible, sir.
Smart Googles display lap times and heart rate.
Yes, sir.
Underwater cameras analyze stroke mechanics, whether the technique, whether
Yes,
the
sir.
control, action of hands, action of legs
Sir.
is as per the established model of technique. You get pressure sensors, measure hand and leg force that is being put on water. Okay, because a swimmer moves through Newton's third law of motion while pushing the water back. Water pushes the swimmer ahead. So electronic touch pads record race finishing time. Yeah. Yoga and fitness apps guide postures and routines. Again, if you are doing yogic asanas, okay, you can compare yourself with the exact yogic posture that you are doing. AI motion sensors correct body alignment in yoga. Smart mats detects balance and posture. There are mats which can detect your balance and posture. Virtual yoga classes enable online practice with trainers. This virtual training is for all. Now you can have a virtual training from a coach, from an advanced coach of America or from Great Britain or from France. Yeah. And the virtual yoga classes are becoming a great boom nowadays. Many peoples are going on with these yoga classes, and the reach of individual had enhanced. Yeah. So that is only possible with the development, with the innovation of new technology, which is helping both the trainee and the trainers. Archery, laser aiming systems refine accuracy, digital scoring boards ensure instant results, wind sensors measure air resisting tools during shots. So all these innovations in the field of technology is helping archery through laser aiming systems, which is refining accuracy, digital scoreboards, which are telling immediately, which are making the athlete to know the results, letting the athlete to know his result. Wind sensor, because wind is of great relevance in deciding the path of the arrow. So air resistance on arrow is measured through wind sensors. So these are all the technological innovations that had taken place, which are in fact helping in effectively running physical activities, in effectively organizing physical activities, in getting effective outcomes of physical activities, in skill learning of athletes, in subsequent implementation of skills during the actual game conditions and subsequent outcomes, and in turn performance enhancement of general participant and athletes in particular. uh, a very This is last nutritional supplements and pharmaceutical agents. This is also a very recent development of this technological advancement, and this is in fact creating a havoc with general initial train. I would like initial trainees in gyms, young athletes, particularly power lifters, weightlifters, bodybuilders. They are consuming nutritional supplement randomly. They are taking pharmaceutical agents in the form of these steroids, activity boosters, activity initiators, which are creating havoc with the health of the participants. In fact, when we are getting the news that during cycling, during weight training, one is having heart attack. Previously, that was, that too in young people. So I think non-judicious use of this nutritional supplement and pharmaceutical agents, which is becoming prevalent in our society due to pharmaceutical mafia, because this is a very, I would like to say, a financial scam whereby unreliable, unauthentic pharmaceutical and nutritional supplements are promoted to various chains. Okay? And various for gaining short-term aims, and they definitely create. They are not. I should say they should be prohibited. They should be.
ಲೈವ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಬಂದವರು ಮೈಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಪ್ಪ.
mm, One should demotivate the athletes to use them. That's all from my side. I am very thankful for your patience shown uh, during my presentation, during my interaction with you. If anyone is having any query, any question, the session is open for discussion. Yes. Hello.
जी सर आ रही है आपकी आवाज।
मैंने कहा this is the end of my session. Is if anyone is having any query, any question in mind.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
मेरी आवाज तो आ रही है ना?
आ रही है सर।
जी सर आपकी आवाज आ रही है।
यस सर, यस सर।
मैं कह रहा हूँ मेरा खत्म हो गया। आप किसी को कुछ मुझसे पूछना है तो पूछ सकता है।
सर मुझे
आशा
सर
बताइए।
सर मुझे पूछना था, मुझे ये
आप
इंटरनल
जोर से बोलिए जरा।
सर इंटरनल लोड के बारे में मुझे पूछना था, उस थोड़ा एक्सप्लेन कर सकते? वो
देखिए, एक्सटर्नल लोड इंटरनल लोड क्रिएट करता है। एक्सटर्नल लोड आपके हार्ट पे लोड क्रिएट करेगा तो आपका हार्ट इट विल स्टार्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्टिंग मोर नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स, ठीक है, बिकॉज नॉर्मल हार्ट रेट इज 72. When you go through with this external load, internal load is created on your heart, whereby your heart started beating for nearly 150 beats per minute. So this is manifestation of internal load which is seen through pulse count externally. Another manifestation of internal load is enhanced breathing frequency. While during normal course you are taking 15 or 20 breaths per minute, but when you move on to running, when you move on to fast running, you can nearly breathe out for 60 times per minute. So this is manifestation of external load on your internal structure and function, which is seen through your heart rate and pulse count, and after that it is seen through your sweating. पसीना आता है, sweat आता है, that is manifestation of your thermoregulatory system, whereby internal metabolism had raised the temperature of your body. ठीक है? This temperature is to be lower down through thermoregulatory system, and for that sweat mechanism comes into operation. This sweat brings your temperature down to 98.1 degree centigrade. So one should not wipe out. Sweat को पहुंचना नहीं चाहिए.
Understood. Thank you, sir.
It is a mechanism for bringing your temperature down to normal level.
Thank you, sir.
No, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And see the recent development in technology. You can at all times you can watch your heart rate. At all times you can watch your blood pressure. You
Okay.
can know your body VO2 max.
Yes, yes, yes.
ठीक है?
Yes, okay.
So this is very great thing.
Right, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
सर आप अगली क्लास कब ले रहे हो?
अभी तो मुझे बस की नोट स्पीकर का ही वो था. अब अगली क्लास बताएंगे तो ले लेंगे.
सर आपका अगली क्लास तो हिंदी में कर दिया तो अच्छा होता.
Yes.
सर आप क्लास ना आगे का थोड़ा इंग्लिश में थोड़ा समझ में आया, हिंदी में थोड़ा बोले तो फर्क समझ में आ जाता है.
Thank you so much, sir. This session was very enlightening. It helps in developing a new insights into the domain of innovations in physical education. You have beautifully explained. Thank you, sir. Now I would like to invite Professor S.S. Biradar, sir, to introduce our resource person.
Good morning to everyone present here. It is my pleasure and honor to introduce our distinguished resource person, Director of Physical Education, Dr. U. Muhammad Pasha, from Department of Physical Education and Sports, the New College, Raipet, Chennai. His academic journey reflects an unwavering commitment to excellence. He holds his Bachelor of Business Administration from Annamalai University and complete Bachelor of Physical Education, Master of Physical Education and MPhil from Young Men's Christian Association, College of Physical Education, Nandanam, Chennai, and earned his PhD from Tamil Nadu Physical Education Sports University and also completed MSc in Psychology and MSW from Tamil Nadu Open University. Sir has 12 years of experience as lecturer and coaching in the field of sports and games to enrich the field of physical education and sports. Sir specialized in volleyball, throwball, cricket, and fencing. Further, served as national level coach and team manager for basketball game in University of Madras team, Chennai, and won second place in All India University during 2023 and 24. Further, served as national level coach for throwball game in Tamil Nadu team, Chennai, and won second place in 20th Junior National Throwball for boys and girls during the year 2008 and 9. And also further served as Secretary of Chennai District Fistball Association and Joint Secretary of Chennai District Throwball Association, and also further served as volleyball and throwball coach in several academic institutions in Chennai, particularly as throwball coach for IIT Madras and Stanley Medical College for the past 10 years. Due to the rigorous guidance and training in the All India Medical Throwball tournaments, the Stanley Medical College has continuously won the first place in last 3 years. Sir also published a good number of research paper in various international journals on sports and games. The title of the paper, Effect of Small-Sided Games on Selected Biomotor Abilities Among the New College Football Players in the year 2019. And second one, Effect of interval trainings and skills performance on selected motor fitness variables among the football players. Dr. Mehboob sir attended the international workshop on sports awareness and coaching strategies in football conducted by Department of Physical Education, Tamil Nadu, Physical Education and Sports University, Chennai, and also attended the international workshop on one-day national workshop on empowering the youth for sustainable development conducted by the Research Department of Physical Education, National College, Tiruchirappalli, and also attended the national workshop on data analysis and publication held on the 17th February by Loyola College, Chennai. Sir, Dr. Mehboob Basha sir is true embodiment of dedication, discipline, and discipline, and sportsman motivates always. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. So now I'll start.
Thank you, sir. Now
Yes.
I would like to invite Mahbub sir to start this session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Very good morning to everyone present here. First of all, I thank the MGVC Arts and Commerce Science College Management and respected principal Polish and administrative Kulkarni sir and IQSC coordinator Dr. Dehinder and NAT coordinator Mullah and convener Hati. Organizer is a particular distribution keynote speaker Professor Bishbhushan Singh sir is more information as giving for this knowledge sir. Thank you and estimate faculty members and all participation for across India. Warm getting to all you. Let's begin to season with the presentation to explain the themes of technology innovation in physical education. Will I share the PPT, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. My PPT slide is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Visible.
sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay, thank you, sir. Today topic is a technology innovation in physical education, reshaping the future of fitness. The technology innovation in physical education, let's you to move on the introduction part. Are you aware that? The technology innovation in physical education representing the paradigm shift from traditional and instructor-led physical activity to the data drive and interactive and personalized learning experience. If we go with the historic background, we had used simple mechanical drives using the stopwatch, barometric and heart rate motion make the being to technology in physical education. Video playback system in 1980s allowed coaches to analyze performance and technique in physical education. Similarly, in 1990s, we introduced computer-based fitness test and digital record keeping. As a revolving the changes mode, 2000 say this rise of mobile technology, internet connectivity, and verbal drives. The COVID-19 pandemic accelerated the adaptation of online physical education classes and virtual fitness program. Today, artificial intelligence, AI, and data analyzing are refining in physical education pedagogies. The importance of technology. A less new process of role of technology demonstration to explain complex movement and performance monitoring, the verbal and app providing real-time data on heart rate, calories burned, and activity duration. The feedback and assessment, the video analyze and motion tracking allow for process feedback and skill correction. The University of Adaptive Technology enables the participation for students with physical or the continuous distributes. The remote learning, the online platform assured connectivity of physical education during remote or hybrid learning conditions. Type of verbal drives in physical education. The real-time tracking, the personalizing data, and motivation boosts. The verbal technologies, they explain this, Fitbit, Garmin, and Apple Watch, and smartwatch, and polar heart rate motions. The function is that tracking physical activities and sleep and stress level and recovery, which are the need of ours. The educational use, this one, the teachers can monitor student programs and encourage a goal setting. Now I'll share some video. What is the future of sports? How to technology is change the sum of game? Kindly I will share.
Welcome to this video on the future of sports, where we'll explore how technology is changing the game. From advances in equipment and training to new ways of experiencing and enjoying sports, technology is revolutionizing the world of athletics. First, let's look at some of the ways technology is improving athletes' performance. With the use of sensors and wearables, athletes can track their movements and vital signs, helping them optimize their training and avoid injuries. For example, smart running shoes can provide real-time feedback on your gait and cadence, while smart helmets for football can monitor the impact of hits and alert coaches if a player has suffered a concussion. In addition, new materials and designs are enhancing sports equipment. From carbon fiber tennis rackets to aerodynamic swimsuits, technology is helping athletes achieve new levels of speed, power, and accuracy. In some sports, such as cycling and Formula One racing, the equipment has become almost as important as the athlete's skill, leading to debates about fairness and the need for regulation. But technology is not just about making athletes better, it's also about making sports more accessible and engaging for fans. Virtual and augmented reality, for example, are transforming the way we watch and experience sports. With VR headsets, fans can immerse themselves in the action, seeing the game from a player's perspective or exploring the stadium in 3D. Our apps, on the other hand, can overlay stats and graphics on lit footage, providing real-time insights and analysis. Another trend in sports technology is the use of data analytics and AI. With the vast amounts of data generated by sensors and cameras, teams and coaches can analyze and optimize every aspect of their performance, from strategy and tactics to nutrition and recovery. AI algorithms can even predict the outcome of games and recommend lineups based on statistical models. However, some argue that relying too much on data can detract from the human element of sports and lead to a loss of spontaneity and creativity. Data analytics and AI, artificial intelligence, are becoming increasingly popular in the world of sports, as teams and coaches seek to gain a competitive edge by analyzing and optimizing their performance. With the help of sensors and cameras, vast amounts of data can be collected about every aspect of a player's performance, from their physical movements to their psychological states. This data can then be analyzed using AI algorithms, which can identify patterns and correlations that humans might miss. For example, an AI system might detect that a certain player tends to make more accurate shots from a particular angle, or that a certain combination of players is more effective in a particular formation. Based on these insights, coaches can adjust their strategy and tactics, making more informed decisions about everything from team lineups to game plans. AI can even predict the outcome of games with a high degree of accuracy based on statistical models and historical data. However, some people argue that relying too much on data and AI can detract from the human element of sports. They argue that sports are inherently unpredictable and emotional, and that relying too much on statistics and algorithms can lead to a loss of spontaneity and creativity. They also worry that AI might lead to a robotic style of play, where players are instructed to follow predetermined patterns rather than adapting to the moment-to-moment realities of the game. Ultimately, the use of data analytics and AI in sports is a complex and controversial topic. While it can certainly provide benefits in terms of performance and strategy, it's important to balance these benefits against the unique human qualities that make sports so compelling and entertaining. Finally, we should also consider the ethical and social implications of technology in sports. As we've seen, some technologies can give certain athletes an unfair advantage, or even put their health at risk. Furthermore, the use of biometric data and facial recognition raises concerns about privacy and surveillance. And with the increasing commercialization of sports, some worry that technology is being used primarily for profit rather than for the benefit of athletes and fans. In conclusion, the future of sports is both exciting and challenging. Technology is transforming every aspect of athletics, from training and performance to fan engagement and ethics. Whether we embrace or resist these changes, it's clear that technology will continue to shape the way we play and watch sports for many years to come. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thank you for watching this video. This video is how to futurists change the sports and technologies in the games, and is very important as the virtual reality, how to change that, and AI, how to change this. Now the mobile apps and software, the mobile and web applications, the fitness apps, you know that how many apps is there, but provide a guide and workout and progresses for tracking and social challenges. The health apps, the monitor nutrition and hydrations and mental well-being. And educational app is offer the interactive lesson on anatomy, physiology, and kinesiology and biomechanism. And virtual realities is the VR create impress our experience that enhance skill learning and engagement in physical educational classes. The impressing and stimulation for sports training, such as virtual cycling or tennis or archery, are everyone to use for other sports and benefit for the safe and engaging and accessible environment for skill development. And innovation for interactive equipment and platform, the smart equipment and motion capture, the interactive platforms, the video analyzing and motion captures. We have few software planned to the can you the name few. Anyone to now this any motion captures and video analyzing software name? So, okay, software, the most of 3 or 4 is a very useful software, but is a Dotfish, Hurdle, the Coach's Eyes, and Innovia, and application is the analyzing movement patterns and compass performance over time and providing visual feedback. The impact is enhance understanding of biomechanism and technique assessment and online learning platform. I like you all are familiar with this online platform. I think the example for a Google Classroom, Moodle, and Canvas. The functioning is hard instructional videos, cues, and fitness logs. The advantages is facilities are learned and continuous engagement outside the gym, and smart equipment Similarly, the smart treadmills, I hope most of you had used it, conducting stationary bike and digital resistance machine, and further they track performance materials and adjust resistance automatically, and integrating in instance with apps of personalizing training program, and the impact of technology and sports training and performance, how to change.
Sports have always been a part of our lives, whether it's as a player or a fan. But in recent years, technology has taken the world of sports to new heights. From training and performance to fan engagement, technology has changed the way we experience sports. In this video, we will explore the ways in which technology is impacting sports training and performance. Technology has revolutionized many industries, and sports is no exception. From training and performance to fan engagement, technology has changed the way we experience sports. In this video, we will explore the ways in which technology is impacting sports training and performance. Firstly, technology has allowed for the use of wearables in sports training. Wearables, such as fitness trackers and smartwatches, have become increasingly popular among athletes and coaches. They allow for the tracking of vital signs, such as heart rate, and can provide real-time data on an athlete's performance. This data can be used to optimize training and improve performance. For example, a coach can use data from a wearable to determine if an athlete is overtraining or not getting enough rest. Another way technology is impacting sports training and performance is through data analysis. With the use of advanced analytics, coaches and athletes can analyze data from games and training to identify areas of improvement. This can range from identifying a player's strengths and weaknesses to determining the best strategies for a game. With this data, coaches can make more informed decisions and athletes can improve their performance. Virtual reality is another area where technology is impacting sports training and performance. Virtual reality allows athletes to simulate game scenarios and practice in a realistic setting. This can be especially useful for sports that require a high level of spatial awareness, such as golf or baseball. Virtual reality can also be used to help athletes recover from injuries by allowing them to safely participate in rehab exercises. Finally, technology has changed the way fans consume and interact with sports. With the use of streaming platforms and social media, fans can now watch games and highlights from anywhere in the world. Impact on sports training and performance. Wearables, data analysis, and virtual reality are just a few examples of how technology is being used to improve performance and optimize training. As technology continues to advance, we can expect to see even more innovative ways of enhancing the sports experience for athletes and fans alike. From wearables that track vital signs and training to virtual reality that allows for realistic game simulations, technology is making sports training and performance better than ever before. And with the ability to stream games and interact with athletes and fans online, technology has also changed the way we consume and experience sports. The future of sports is exciting and full of possibilities, thanks to the power of technology. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more content.
This video is the impact of technology on sports training and performance. It's very important of the smartwatches and data analyzing, the virtual realities and social media impact and AI is all to performance of your training and your playing next level. That and data analyzing and artificial intelligence, how to use for the data drive in signing that the data collection is verbals and have gather larger volume to of data to physical activity, and AI integrations of algorithm analyzing data to provide personalized recommendations, and gamification in physical education. The concept is applying game design and elemented to motivate participation. The example that step challenges and digital leaderboards and achievement bags and beneficiation of increased motivation, the focus and competition, and encourage construct activity. The platform is a class judo fit toys and custom schools based on fitness games. The accessibility and lifelong fitness habit are the most important element in the benefit of technology and innovation. The enhanced engagement, these interactive tools make learning and more enjoyable, and personalizing is a tolerant program based on individual fitness level. The objective assessment, data drive, evaluation, and replace the subjective guidance, and including an adapted technology support drive, lesson learns, and health awareness, promote understanding of physical and mental well-being. The skill remoting and visual and interactive learning impact memories and techniques, and cost of resource the technology equipments. There's additionally to that there are challenges and limitations. The cost, the high intensity investment in drive and software, and teaching training is a teacher require technical professionals on ongoing professional development. The data privacy is a sensitive health data must be secure managed, and encode that not all students have access to digital drives or internet connectivities. The over dependent exclusively reliance on technology may reduce physical interactions and interaction motivations. Training poses and assess challenges. Particularly examples for the case study virtual implementations. The in Finland, the case study is smart physical education. The school implemented a verbal guides to monitor student activity levels and resulting in improved engagement and fitness outcome. In a United States, visual physical educational in during the pandemic, school use Zoom and fitness app to deliver remote physical education lesson, maintain the participation rates. And in Australia, data drive coaches, the coaches use motion analyzing software to enhance athletic performance and readiness injury rates. And future trends, the future trend is AI, the personally coaching and adapting learning system, internet of things, the connecting gym evaluation with integrating sensors, an agreement relate reality games, interactive sports and experience belong in physical and digital world. The biometric monitoring is the advanced sensor of hydration and fatigue and recovery tracking. The suitability is eco-friendly, the materials and energy effective drives, and global collaboration is global communities and international fitness communities, and educational integrations is institution and policy support, the infrastructure investment, really internet drives and maintenance. Policy framework is a guidance for ethical technology used, a partnership and collaboration with the teach, compassion and health organizations, and research and evaluation is continuous assessment of technology and impact on learning and outcome. Now is a next video to play. This video, the video is identify the different.
Hello and welcome to another complete Cambridge IGCSE Year
This is the identify the different form of technology used in sports and how to understanding the technology in sports, and this is a positive or negative impact of technology and sports.
That's the final topic in chapter 10, technology in sport. As always, we'll cover absolutely everything you need to know for your exam, and today you need to be able to identify the different forms of technology used in sport, understand how technology is used by officials to improve performance and record time and distance, and to describe the positive and negative impacts of technology on sport. Technology has had a major impact on the world of sport, affecting almost every area. It's influenced how officials make decisions, how performers train for events and deliver their best performances, how athletes' performances are measured and recorded, and how sports are enjoyed by spectators via the media. The first thing that you need to be able to do is identify the different forms of technology used in sport. So why not pause the video here and take note of the different types and a few examples from each. Now, there are three main benefits or uses of technology in sport, the first of which is to improve performance. Sports such as Formula One and cycling tend to be at the forefront of performance technology. Every piece of equipment, from helmets to tires, is tested and refined, and the cars and bikes are developed to ensure maximum streamlining and efficiency. Wind tunnels are particularly useful in this process as they help engineers to analyze and adjust the aerodynamic properties of their vehicles. New and innovative clothing, footwear, rackets, and balls are also developed through technological innovation and help to improve the athlete's performance in accordance with the rules of their sport. For example, more sophisticated golf clubs and balls mean that the average driving distance amongst the PGA Tour increased from 257 yards in 1980 to around 300 yards today. In sprinting, middle, and long distance running, records continue to be broken over time thanks to advances in track surfaces and the introduction of running spikes and starting blocks. Big improvements have also been made in swimming, with the invention of low-friction swimsuits and lane ropes and guttering that reduce turbulence. Technology has also influenced the way we prepare or train for competition. Altitude tents or chambers, for example, are artificial environments that replicate the low oxygen conditions experienced at altitude. Endurance athletes train or even sleep inside the tents, forcing their bodies to produce additional red blood cells, thus improving their aerobic performance. Finally, multi-sensor or GPS equipment tracks heart rate, speed, intensity, and an athlete's movements around the field of play, allowing coaches to provide specific feedback and identify weaknesses that can be addressed through future training. The second way in which technology is used in sport is to assist officials in making decisions. Ball tracking technology, or Hawkeye, is a complex computer system that predicts the trajectory or flight path of an object. It's used to determine whether a shuttlecock landed in or out in badminton, or if the ball would have gone on to hit the stumps in cricket. In tennis, players are given a limited number of chances per set to refer to Hawkeye and challenge the umpire's decision. Goal line technology uses the same principle of ball tracking to determine whether a ball crossed the line and a goal should be awarded. To avoid disrupting the flow of the game, a radio signal is immediately sent to the on-field referee's watch, causing it to vibrate. Slow motion video is used to determine whether a ball was released before or after the buzzer in basketball, and if a bowler overstepped the crease, resulting in a no ball in cricket. Finally, infrared imaging systems, commonly known as hotspots, are used in cricket to determine whether or not the ball made contact with the bat before being caught by a fielder. The third and final way in which technology is used is to measure times and distances in sports like track and field athletics. Fully automatic time is a method of timing a race with pinpoint accuracy, where the clock is activated by sensors in the starting blocks and stopped by line scan cameras using a laser line at the finish. The same principle is used in swimming, with touchpads that record times accurate to 100th of a second. Finally, laser-based distance measurement devices can produce accurate
javelin, or hammer throw. The gradual adoption of technology in sport has had an impact on all those involved in both positive and negative ways. Our final learning objective today is to describe the benefits and drawbacks of technology from the perspective of the four parties involved, and we'll begin with the performers themselves. On the plus side, improvements in training and equipment-based technology has helped athletes to improve over time and continue to set records. In addition, with Hawkeye and slow-motion video, many sports now allow athletes to review decisions that may have otherwise gone against them unfairly. Unfortunately, however, due to a lack of funding, not all athletes have access to the latest technology, giving an advantage to those from wealthier countries. Decision-making technology may also break up or slow down a game, which could interfere with the performer's focus. From the perspective of sport in general, technology has brought with it fairer and more consistent decision-making, and may even add drama and suspense while a decision is being made. Inviting technology into sport also brings in more investment, which can be allocated to development. On the other hand, investors such as media companies may demand more influence in return for their investment, which could lead to changes in the timings of games and more advertisement breaks. In addition, decision-making technologies are not 100% accurate, meaning incorrect decisions are still made, and in some cases, they take time and may break up the flow of the game. The audience have benefited from advancements in the media, as those watching from home now have access to expert analysis, multiple camera angles, and slow-motion replays. Decision-making technologies allow them to see how decisions are being made, which reduces frustration and in some cases adds a sense of drama and excitement to an event. On the other hand, spectators may see errors or poor decisions if viewing on platforms with technology that the officials don't have, causing problems for the sport and the officials themselves. In addition, to keep play fast, only a few reviews are allowed, meaning mistakes may still be made if a player has no reviews left, which could be frustrating for the audience. Finally, officials have also benefited from technology as it helps them to communicate more easily with their colleagues and make correct decisions. This, of course, reduces unwanted pressure from players and fans who now know that the technology has the final say. Unfortunately, however, referees may become too reliant on the systems to make decisions, while reverse decisions may lead to officials being undermined. Well done, you've just covered everything you need to know on topic 10.8, technology in sport. As always, I hope you found this lesson useful, and I'll see you in the next one.
Now this video is identify the different forms of technology, how to use the equipments, and the improving of performance and discussion making for officiating and recording the measuring and time and distance, and understand the technology in the sports and degrees of the positive and negative impact of technology on sports, the performance in sports and spectators and officiators. Now going to conclusions for the technology transmitted and product in physical education. The technology innovation Sorry for imperfection, the network problem. I'll pay in again.
Okay, sir.
There's a last video for today. There's a 20 way of sports technology is changing in sports field.
Welcome to a thrilling exploration of the world of sports technology. The game has changed, folks, and it's not just the players who are feeling the impact. From the locker room to the sidelines, to the stands, and even our living rooms, technology is revolutionizing the way we experience sports. Before we continue to today's video, I would like to ask you a quick question. Are you interested about the technological advancements happening around us? Then please hit that like and subscribe button. It will motivate me to bring such content to you. Thanks for understanding. Now let's continue. Now let's rewind a bit. Picture this. It's the late 20th century and the most advanced piece of sports tech is a stopwatch. Fast forward to today and we're surrounded by an array of technological marvels. We've got fitness watches that keep track of every heartbeat and step, helmets that not only protect but also communicate, and high-tech mouth guards that can help prevent injuries. But that's not all. The real game changer is the data. Sensors, once the stuff of sci-fi, are now as much a part of the sporting landscape as the ball itself. They're everywhere, collecting valuable data to enhance athlete performance. These little wonders track everything from speed and distance to energy expenditure and even sleep patterns. This wealth of data is then analyzed, helping athletes and coaches make informed decisions that could be the difference between victory and defeat. And what about the fans? Well, technology has brought the game closer to them too. Fans can now plan their game day experience effortlessly. But let's not forget the unsung heroes, the support staff. They're also reaping the benefits of this tech revolution. With advancements in sports medicine and injury diagnostics, they can ensure that our favorite athletes stay in peak condition, ready to thrill us with their performances. As we can see, technology has irrevocably changed the face of sports. But what else is there? Stay tuned. From the field to the stands, technology has left no stone unturned. Let's start with our athletes. From the moment they step onto the field, technology is there supporting them. Fitness watches and heart rate monitors track performance and health metrics, providing real-time data to optimize training and performance. Helmets with communication capabilities enhance on-field coordination, while sensors for data collection offer detailed insights about every move they make. And let's not forget about the high-tech mouth guards and helmets. These are not just pieces of protective gear. They are sophisticated injury prevention tools that have transformed the way we approach athlete safety. Moving on to the coaches, technology has gifted them with a treasure trove of data. They can now analyze performances, scout for talent, and devise game strategies with a level of precision that was unthinkable just a few years back. From scorekeeping and data analytics to injury diagnostics, technology has given coaches the power to make informed decisions that can change the course of the game. And of course, the fans. Technology has revolutionized the fan experience, offering new ways to engage with the sports they love. Live streaming, virtual reality experiences, and interactive apps bring the action right into their living rooms. Fans can now feel closer than ever to their favorite teams and players, thanks to social media platforms that offer behind-the-scenes content and real-time updates. But the impact of technology doesn't stop there. It extends to the broader sports industry as well, streamlining event planning and scheduling. Remember the days when you had to wait for the morning paper to find out the results of the game? Well, those days are long gone. Today, event scheduling tools like Diamond Scheduler ensure that you are always in the know, whether you're an athlete, a coach, or a fan. So, whether you're an athlete, a coach, or a fan, technology has something for you. Are you ready to step into the future of sports? A future where technology not only revolutionizes the game, but also redefines the entire sports landscape. Imagine the potential of emerging technologies like artificial intelligence. Picture AI being able to analyze every move, every play, every strategy, offering insights that can change the game in real time. Now, envision virtual reality. VR technology could transport fans right into the heart of the action, providing an immersive experience like never before. And it's not just about the fans. VR could also be a game changer for athletes, providing them with realistic training scenarios and improving their performance on the field. Let's talk about big data. The sheer volume of data generated in sports is staggering. Harnessing this data could provide a goldmine of information, helping to refine strategies, prevent injuries, and even predict outcomes. But as with any revolution, there are challenges. Privacy concerns, data security, and ethical considerations will all need to be addressed. Despite these challenges, the opportunities are limitless. The future of sports is exciting, and technology is leading the charge. As we cross the finish line, let's take a moment to look back. The age of the sports tech revolution is truly here, transforming the sports industry with remarkable innovations. From wearable technology enhancing athlete performance to data analytics revolutionizing coaching strategies, technology's impact is undeniable. It's not just the players and coaches who benefit, but fans too, with improved engagement and viewing experiences. Looking to the future, the possibilities seem endless. Sports tech is set to continue evolving, unlocking new potentials and transforming the landscape of sports as we know it. Technology has transformed sports and the game is only getting more exciting. If you are interested to know more about other tech-related updates, then click on the video shown on the screen. And please hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining us on this exhilarating ride. Have a fabulous day.
Thank you to seeing this video is AI and big data, information and digital revolution and transformation of everything. Now as the season is closed, any discussion make to ma'am? Season is closed.
Participants, if you have any queries or doubts, you can ask.
So first of all, I'm showing most video is you have to understand is what is the technology in the world for next future. So to play the sum of this video for is available for YouTube. You have to see and more information for technology in sports and equipment and ground surface. Everything is a change of the technology. This is a very important of our physical education department. Everyone is has not physical education is not improved for in school or college, but you have to transfer for technologies. Use that. You have to developer of the all sports and physical education department. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable information. Now, I would like to request Professor S.R. Hatti, sir, to present vote of thanks.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure to extend our heartfelt gratitude to everyone who contributed to the success of the online seminar on technological innovation and physical education. A special thanks to Professor Brij Bhushan Singh for sharing his invaluable insights and research team for their dedication and hard work in organizing the seminar, and administrative staff for their support in coordinating the event, technical team for ensuring the seamless online experience for all participants, and all the students and participants, delegates, and all the faculties from different colleges for actively engaging the participating in the event. We appreciate the time limit and the effort taken by the involved to make this seminar a success. Thank you everyone.
I request all the participants to turn on your camera to click the photograph. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Please put the feedback link into the group. Kindly fill the form to get your certificate. Thank you everyone for joining us.